Hello to my subscribers. This is the first voiceover video I'm making. Look to see more of these in the future. This is part 1 of an 8-part series of the official references for the Opal Winglet AU characters I am making. This tells the backstory of Firay, or Fire Rainbow, who is a skywing, and the crux of the what-if concept of this AU. The concept is, what if a skywing animus survived? And this is what I think would happen. It started 100 years before Darkstalker, with Firay running away from the skywings while being chased. Before running away, she put an immortality and invulnerability spell on herself, making sure she could never be killed by the dragons trying to kill her. Her best solution to hide was to jump in a cave and hide for a long time. She couldn't think of any way to block the cave. A barrier would be too suspicious, and just blocking off a giant cave would make dragons even more suspicious. So she decided to make a giant tentacle monster named the Grabado. She already had a soul protection spell, so making spells was not an issue. She made the monster, and eventually the Sandwings and Skywings discovered it. Not knowing it was an animus spell, they assumed it was a giant monster living in the mountains. Their solution was to use the monster. They would chuck prisoners and dangerous dragons into the hole, not knowing that this didn't actually kill them. Firay would usually change their appearance a bit and their memories, so they did not remember getting chucked into the hole, without the queens having any knowledge of this. For 300 years after she fell in, it all changed. The first hybrid got thrown in. Her name was Snake. She was a sand-mud hybrid. She's not going to get concept art anytime soon, so don't hold your breath. Sorry, maybe later in this AU's development. She was not able to change Snake enough to not make her look like a hybrid. Most of the time she just changed their colors. So Firay decided, after being lonely for 300 years, that Snake could stay with her, and stay down there with her so it wasn't lonely, so that Snake is still alive. After a while, more and more hybrids got chucked in, along with 2 silkwings, who were blown over when they were young enough they don't remember anything except that another continent existed. So they grew up there. Fast forward to the 6 months in between books 5 and 6. Queen Ruby and Queen Thorn decide to get rid of this dangerous creature, and they ask the Dragonettes of Destiny to come help them, so that no other queens in the future can throw in dragons anymore. They get there. Glory flies up, plunges into the middle of the creature, spraying venom everywhere, trying to kill it, and then lands on the floor, seeing a 2,000-year-old dragon standing over her, really mad. Firay asks her what she's doing here and what the heck she just did by plunging into her cave. Glory explains that they're trying to kill the Grabado. Firay, after negotiating with her that the hybrids would be safe, she tells Glory to get all her friends over here, because she wants to explain them what the heck is down here. Firay explains to them what she's been doing, saving hybrids, caring for them down here, and how her magic provides them endless amounts of food, water, and entertainment. So anything you could possibly do down there, he could do down there. She's been living down there for a long time, and she tells them that there are a lot of hybrids down here right now. The recent war of Sandwing succession has made a lot of queens more mad about intertribal relationships. So they decide the best course of action is that they can all come out. All the queens agree that the hybrids can come back to a kingdom of their choosing. Glory takes the Silkwings, and they decide that some of the younger hybrids could join Jade Mountain Academy, thinking now that the explosion of hybrids everywhere, having a winglet at Jade Mountain of all hybrids would raise awareness. There were rumors of different hybrids moving across the continent, for example, one of them living in the rainforest, and some in the scorpion den, so they decide to make the Opal Winglet, opals being a white, but having a rainbow hues, saying the fact that the winglet was made up of a rainbow of colors. So that's the origin story for Firay. The next week, I will be coming out with the origin stories for these other 7 members of the Opal Winglet. Tell your Wings of Fire friends to subscribe so they can watch this AU develop as I release more videos. Subscribe, share, and wait for tomorrow's video to come out.